Assalamualaikum and good morning everyone. My name is Najia binti Zulkifli, metric number J24A0915. Today I will present my case study entitled Evaluating the Equality and Adequacy of International Climate Finance Flows to Developing Countries and Malaysian Positioning for NETR Implementation. Let's begin. Climate change is one of the biggest global challenges today, especially for developing countries that have limited financial and technological resources. To support them, developed countries pledge use 100 billion annually for climate finance. However, this target was only achieved in 2022 instead of 2020. At COP29, a new target of USD 300 billion per year by 2035 was introduced to strengthen global climate action. The quality of climate finance depends on its reliability, accessibility, and effectiveness. Several challenges remain, including delays in funding commitments, heavy reliance on loans, limited adaptation funding, and complex application procedures. This issue reduce the overall effectiveness of climate finance of developing countries. Although USD 100 billion sound like a large amount, experts agree that it is still insufficient. Developing countries need high investment for renewable energy, climate adaptation, and low carbon infrastructure. Current estimates show that global climate investment needs are actually in the trillions of dollars every year, making the original target too small. The new USD 300 billion annual target is definitely an improvement. It can support renewable energy, technology transfer, and climate adaptation. However, many experts believe this amount is still not enough because climate finance needs continue to grow. Therefore, the new target should be considered a minimum commitment rather than a complete solution. Malaysia introduced the National Energy Transition Roadmap or NETR to accelerate the transition toward a low-carbon economy. NETR focuses on renewable energy, green mobility, hydrogen, energy efficiency, and carbon management. To achieve this goal, Malaysia requires significant investment in solar energy, battery storage, electric vehicles, and upgrading the national electricity grid. Malaysia can improve its access to international climate finance in several ways. First, by developing bankable green projects. Second, by expanding green sungku and sustainable finance instruments. Third, by strengthening carbon market regulations and improving transparency through better reporting system. Malaysia should also collaborate closely with international organizations such as the Green Climate Fund and the World Bank. Based on this study, I recommend that Malaysia establish a national climate finance strategy, expand grid financing, strengthen ESG and MRV reporting, improve public-private partnership, enhance carbon market regulation, and balance funding between mitigation and adaptation projects. This action will strengthen Malaysia's ability to attract international climate finance. In conclusion, climate finance is essential for supporting developing countries in addressing climate change. Although the USD 300 million target is a step forward, where the financial support is still needed, Malaysia must strengthen its readiness to attract climate finance and achieve its EETR goals. Okay, that's all from my presentation. Thank you for your attention.